Yo, what is up, guys? If you're wondering how much protein you should be eating to gain muscle and strength for calisthenics, it is 0.7 to 1 grams per pound of body weight daily. It's that simple. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, if you're still here, then you probably want to listen more to why I'm recommending zero point 0.7 to 1 gram protein per pound of body weight. Well, zero point 0.7 is really where you should hit for the minimum. This is what a lot of the research has been showing to be the optimal amount for muscle growth. So why do I say zero point 0.7 to 1 grams and not just say zero point 0.7? Protein generally has a higher satiety effect than other foods like carbohydrates and fats. Only thing maybe like fiber would be more filling than protein. So this is why when you want to maintain weight or even lose weight, you're going to want to eat a lot of lean proteins because that protein will fill you up, make you more satiated. You eat less food, eat less calories. And for calisthenics, of course, you want to be pound for pound as strong as possible. As in, you want to be as light as you can be so you can move your body as easy as you can through space. There is something called the thermic effect of food. I did a video on this before, eating a higher protein diet compared to a normal balanced diet. Protein has a high thermic effect of food, which means that when you eat protein, it makes your body burn more calories to digest the protein compared to carbohydrates and fats. However, really not that much of a difference. And I think I did that video on 1.2 grams per pound body weight protein daily. So even higher than the 1 gram. And it's like a 50 calorie difference. It's not much per day. So rely more on the fact that eating more protein is more satiating. You'll eat less food overall. So if there's this whole satiety effect with eating more protein, why don't we just eat a whole ton of protein? Well, you can. There's really no side effects to eating too much protein unless you have kidney problems or you got some type of disease that causes protein malabsorption. Most people don't got that, so generally you'll be fine eating way more than 1 gram per pound. However, when you eat a lot of lean protein, it gets kind of nasty. The lean protein sources are what? Egg whites, chicken breast, protein powder. Stuff doesn't really taste good unless you eat it with other stuff. You want to add some like sauce or some seasonings and stuff to it that adds calories, that adds fat, that adds some carbohydrates, or maybe you put like some sauce like teriyaki sauce that has sugar in it. These things you're gonna mess up your macros. You're trying to keep your calories low so that you can maintain a light body weight. Generally, you want to eat the foods that have a mix of these things, like a nice steak. Steak has a lot of protein in it, but also has a lot of fat in it. So you can't eat too much steak because it has too much calories. You want to eat fried chicken, that's got carbs, fat, and protein. Or you can't eat too much of that because that's also high in calories. And well, carbohydrates generally tend to taste pretty good. Our body, especially our brain, loves to run on glucose. We all know people love to eat sweet foods, so hard to get away from that stuff. Meeting the protein requirement is also important for healing up your joints. If you've been doing calisthenics, you've probably been doing planche or handstands. That stuff wrecks your joints, your wrist joints, your elbow joints, your shoulder joints. That stuff takes its toll. When you eat protein, it breaks down into amino acids, and your body converts those amino acids into collagen. This collagen helps to repair your joints. You want to make sure you eat enough protein to heal up your joints. Another reason why you might want to bump up your protein intake towards the 1 gram recommendation instead of the 0.7 recommendation is if you eat mostly a plant-based protein in your diet. Meats, dairy, eggs, any animal-based protein sources have a better amino acid profile for muscle growth compared to the vegan sources like soy and pea protein because of the amino acid leucine. So whey protein, that's an animal source, very good for muscle growth because it has high amount of leucine. If you're like me and you prefer the soy or the pea protein compared to the whey, don't worry about the soy and the pea protein not having enough amino acids in there. It has all the essential amino acids in there. It's just that it doesn't have as much leucine in there as whey protein. So that means you just have to eat a little bit more of these protein powders to have the comparable effect of the whey protein. If you're still progressing in calisthenics just fine, you don't have any like issues with plateaus or whatever, I don't really think you need to worry too much about your protein intake. But if you're someone like me that's been training calisthenics for a really long time and you're starting to really plateau and have a hard time progressing, definitely recommend you check your diet out. See if you can bump up the protein to at least zero point 0.7 gram per pound body weight protein daily. See if that helps. And maybe you'll start to make some progress. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll try to get to them. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.